Hey everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout today. And this is a really special layout and I'll tell you why in just a little bit. So I'm going to take that photograph of me and one of my closest friends, and I'm going to mount that on that wood paper. So that wood paper is Kaisercraft Coastal Escape, and it's the netting paper because there's like a net on the back of it. And I like how that wood kind of brings in one of the lighter aqua colors from the heart paper and the background paper. That aqua background paper in the very last sheet there is from Maggie Holmes' Sunny Days, and it's the Wander paper. And then that heart paper that I just grabbed is from American Crafts, and I picked that up at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's. I don't remember which, but it's a very thin version of another American Crafts version. I don't know what actual collection that's from, but it is from another collection. I do remember seeing it at some point. It's just that this particular sheet is not. So I'm going to use that dark aqua paper as my background, which is the Maggie Holmes Sunny Days Wander paper, and that will help support the very thin piece that I'm working with right now. I'm going to ink all my edges here in Memento Dewdrop in the gray flannel, and that's because the papers alone are just from 3 different collections, so I think it's a nice way to bring things together. So I have my photo down there, and I did my little trick of anytime I'm putting a single paper on a background, I just do one edge first. Now I want to journal about this photo and more about this friend, and I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. I'm trying a couple of journaling pockets from the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane journaling ephemera, and I decide I really like that floral there, that floral pocket that says love you, but I want more color on it. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do there. I'm going to play with some stickers and things that I have. I have a bunch of Maggie Holmes puffy stickers and chipboard and regular stickers that I bought at Tuesday Morning a couple months ago. So I'm looking at those right now and trying to figure out if there's anything on there that I can use. And I'm looking, also looking at that. So let me tell you a little bit about this photo. This is my best friend since high school. It's a photo of us that's probably, I don't remember the date of this photo off the top of my head, but this photo is probably about 5 or 6 years old. And when I'm doing the voiceover for this, she passed away about a week and a half ago, and it was a 4-year battle with breast cancer. She's a second friend from this group of friends, my high school friends that I've lost, but she's one of my closest friends, and this was an awful, awful loss. No loss is easy, but this one is really, really tough. So I wanted to scrapbook to document her and our relationship and how I felt about this, but I couldn't put anything into words yet. So what I did is I made the layout, and I even today, about almost 2 weeks after I made this layout, I have yet to journal in that journaling card, but I will at some point. I did the same thing when my father passed away and when I had another really close friend pass away. And when the time is right, I will journal about it. But I have this photo documented, which is my absolute favorite photo of us ever. And the time will be right eventually to document. And I am not one of those people who only puts happy memories in her scrapbook. Scrapbooking is also a way that I exercise feelings. It's a way I journal. It's a way I heal. So back to what was going on in the layout as I talked about that. The flower and the little flower basket there are from Maggie Holmes Bloom, the accent stickers. And I added the little single flower there because the flowers behind were still showing. So I thought this was a nice way to, some of the elements were still showing, a nice way to get most of that covered up. So that's what I did here, and it just kind of looks natural, like that belongs. So that's Maggie Holmes Bloom, the accent stickers. Now I'm going to use this American Crafts Stickers Something Splendid foil chipboard stickers here to put in the word remember. And I'm going to have to MacGyver an extra E in there just because I used 3 E's here. I also found this chipboard phrase from the Maggie Holmes Chasing Dreams Collect Thickers, which are the chipboard thickers from Chasing Dreams. And that says, leave a little magic everywhere you go. And that's how I felt about this friend. She was so enthusiastic about life and loving. She had so many friends. Her memorial service will not be until a couple days from when I am voicing this over. And I'm helping with that with her sister. And we're not quite sure how many people are going to be there, but it's probably going to be a lot because she had many friends and she was really bubbly. And I know people say that about a lot of people they lose, but she was an awesome, awesome person. So she left magic in a lot of places. So that's why I used that chipboard piece. And now I'm just going to get this down and get all the spacing right first on the remember. And then I'll come back and I'm going to take that G and play around with it a little bit. I have to take the, cut off that little piece there and then move it up so that it makes an E. And it's not quite the same as the other E's, but I'm really okay with that. I probably could have played with that a little bit more, and I did shorten that the bottom part of the G a little bit, so it was a little bit closer. Not completely right, but that's okay. And now what I'm doing is I decided that I wanted to make it drop a little bit lower, so instead of using the piece from the G, I grabbed the piece from another letter there, and so it's a little bit closer to the other 2 E's. Not completely, but not terribly off either. So I found this phrase sticker here that says, to think of you is to smile, and that is again from the Maggie Holmes Bloom accent stickers there as well. Adds a little bit of touch of gold. So there's a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are well, and don't forget to scrapbook the memories that might not be as happy as well. Hope everybody's well, and I will have another layout again soon. Bye.